Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Misha Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within.
I am looking at the camera more in anticipation, and I'm mumbling, in anticipation of repurposing the video content. I'm honestly a little bummed that I didn't start on the YouTube. My initial inclination back when I started this process and deciding on my publishing platform was to go YouTube, because I'm like, I seem to be relatively fearless as far as just looking at the camera and starting to talk, like on the iPhone. And for whatever reason, I pivoted and committed to podcasting. And I'll tell you what the reason was. I believed that my audience that I'm trying to reach was mostly on podcasts, which may be true. However, as I dig deep in looking for influencers to speak on my topics, I'm seeing a ton that are having a ton of fun and a ton of success on the YouTube. And so I was having some moments of regret. And of course was thinking, let's go on YouTube. But then, no, it's like, no, stay with the podcast, stick with it, continue on. The point will come where I get to put my episodes, my audio, and the Zoom episodes on YouTube. And I look forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. So I am practicing looking at the camera right now. I am looking at you right now. The real purpose of this episode, however, was that I don't know if everybody remembers this or knows this, but typically it takes me about 3 weeks or so, plus or minus a few days, to get an episode published. So what you're listening to now, perhaps I shouldn't admit this, but I will. What you're listening to now, realistically, was recorded 3 weeks ago. So I record the episode. 3 weeks later, I edit the episode, put on the intro, the outro, tweak it a little bit. If necessary, I tweak it as little as possible. Most of the time, I'm just adjusting sound, volume levels, and slapping on the intro and outro. And then I publish it to the podcast platform. The one I use is called, what is it called? I can't even remember. Sorry. It's funny. Is that a function of age? I'm going over to look right now. Simplecast. I publish it to Simplecast, and then Simplecast pushes it out to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Why that is important is I get to re-listen to the episode when I go to get it ready for publishing 3 to 4 weeks later. And so I get to see what my mindset was and where I was 3 to 4 weeks ago. And it is awesome because I get to see my own progression and I get to see my mindset 3 to 4 weeks ago. Was I having a hard time? Am I still stuck in that hard time? And honestly, there was a moment where I was editing the episodes and I was still talking about the same problem. And I was like, God, this is insane. I'm still stuck in the same, you know, summit problem. And perhaps that's what people mean when they talk about the wound versus the scar. If you're still in the wound, you're just rehashing the wound. Anyhow, I it was fun today because as I edited the episode, I realized, yes, I am through that part. I made it through that wonky part of the summit. Oh my gosh. Coming up with the headline and the specificity and the tightening up the idea and the topic was brutal for me. Holy mackerel. But anyhow, I got to listen to that sort of, I got to have a clear understanding that yes, I am gaining ground. And the episode I just edited for publishing, I had gained ground at that time, and I'm even further past that point. So it was a very gratifying day of, oh my gosh, how far have I come? And it's so fun to re-listen to some of those older episodes that I've recorded to listen to them for editing, and I enjoy it, and I very much enjoy it. It's one of my favorite parts of what I'm doing, actually, and it almost always makes me smile. I can be frustrated, down on myself. What the hell am I doing? And then I'll listen to a couple of episodes to edit them up for publishing, and I'm like, oh my god, this is fun, and I am crazy, and God bless, and it's good. It is good. You're catching me at a good moment. Actually, most of the moments are good, but I was really, I really had a moment of awareness or clarity or and joy around, wow, it can feel like a slow progress, and it is. And when there's this, I've referenced this one young man a couple times who started on the 2CCX just a month ago and is just so going so fast and really crushing it and doing very well. And he's gotten done in 30 days what he's if you want to look at being ahead, like he's passed me. His summit's done. He's got a great lead list from it, and he's putting together products to serve up for these customers or these interested parties that are enjoying engaging with him, right? And I'm like, oh my God. But he made it look so easy. So he's actually provided me a lot of hope. I'm like, oh my gosh. And at the same time, I'm very much savoring and enjoying where I am in the process. And like, you know what? It's all good. It is all good. It is all good. I'm going at the speed I need to go, and there's no hurry. I don't know if I meant to say this on one of the previous episodes, but I definitely had the awareness of, so what if it takes you an extra 30 days from here to put together your list of speakers? Like, the goal is actually to have it done, and I'm looking at the calendar, and it's like the 14th of April. And I was like, what if it takes you a month? So what? Like, how cool is that? What if I didn't care? So I love that thought. And I was going to do another episode around that idea. I have it written down. Life is good. I'm having fun, had some breakthroughs, progressing. I'm glad I'm hanging in there. Oh boy, there's going to be new challenges ahead. Will I be able to have fun sooner through the new challenges? Peace out.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.